All right, video is rolling. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Hello.
Hang loose.
Hang loose. Hang loose. All right, we're ready to fire this up. All right. Y'all ready? Here we go.
Talk shoe.
Recorded
Live.
Hi, this is Lisa Hicks Clayton, Dearborn Heights City Councilwoman, and you're listening to GC Community Chat. And now, here's your host, Carrie Parton.
Good evening and welcome to Garden City Community Chat. This podcast is dedicated to promoting our community and yours, offering news you can use and much more. And now, Garden City Community Chat. Well, hello and welcome to Garden City Community Chat. This is show number 307. I kind of got sidetracked there for a minute, Mike.
Yeah.
That happens, at our age, right?
Once every 300 shows you're entitled.
Right. Hey, it's September 1st, 2016. Happy September to everyone. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Wow. Fall is in the air, and so is football.
Kids are back to school. And,
Life is good, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
We're coming to you live from the chat studio right here in Garden City, Michigan. We want to say hi to all our listeners in Westland, Dearborn Heights, Inkster, Redford, Livonia, Plymouth, and Canton. Big shout out to you guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. This is Garden City's only live podcast where we share news you can use and promote our community and yours. I'm your host, Carrie, and joining me tonight is Garden City's favorite weather guy, Doppler Tom. How you doing, Tom?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Awesome. Loving this weather. I got to tell you, I'm loving it. Also, former Garden City Councilman and longtime resident, Mr. Mike Jones. Mike, what up?
Hey, everything's outstanding, Gary, but it is improving.
Always.
Always.
That's a good
Got to
thing.
be positive.
Got to be positive. All right, tonight we're going to be talking spooktacular trunk or treat. Garden City Fire Department gets a special donation. Cougar head football coach gets a special win and much more. I'm sure we'll find some other topics. Tom's going to have all the latest weather forecasts for us, including, I'm sure, some information on all these darn hurricanes and tropical storms and everything, if it's going to affect us at all. Today, fall was in the air. Joey and Holly are back with their 2-minute gardening tips. Tonight, they're going to be talking about canning tips. It's that time of year, start canning. Did you ever can?
No.
Tom, do you ever do any canning?
No, but Joe loves to can his tomatoes.
Joe does, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people really get into that. That's something we never got into. Probably more people, I guess, are getting into it.
Way back when my wife used to do jelly.
Back in the day. Yeah, Cheryl does the jelly,
grape
yeah.
jelly and what have you.
Strawberry, yeah.
Of course.
I know Nora's really big into that.
Yeah, I was going to say, you want an expert on this kind of stuff, talk to Nora Fix.
Yeah, Nora's really big on that. And let's see, Mike's going to be here with some community announcements, as always. You got quite a few over there, I think, tonight, bud.
Yeah, we got a big stack of them, so there's a lot of things going on in the Little Apple.
A lot of stuff. So please sit back, relax, grab your favorite beverage, and join us for the next 60 minutes or so. All right, just a quick reminder to mark your calendars for these upcoming shows that we have scheduled. On September 8th, that's next week, you heard her open the show for us. We're going to have Dearborn Heights Councilwoman Lisa Hicks Clayton here. We welcome her back to the show, and she's going to be talking about her upcoming Action Day event that's going to be going on in Lansing on September 21st to repeal PA 256, the fireworks law.
Yeah.
And that
we wish her well with that.
Yeah, that's actually Senator Knisik's bill, he told us last week. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. And, they ought to just start a petition on Facebook. They'd get hundreds and hundreds of signatures, I'm sure. And then on September 22nd, this is going to be special. Garden City DPS Director Kevin Roney is going to be here. First-time guest, hasn't been on the show. Looking forward to that.
He's a very informed and articulate person. I think
Very.
it'll be very interesting to have him on there because there's a lot of stuff he can talk about that affects everybody's daily lives in Garden City.
Exactly. Yeah, he's going to be talking about the latest on the new curbside recycling program, how that's going. Last I heard, we were about 25% of the households only, so they're hoping to get more. But they are saving, I heard, $55,000 in tipping fees for the landfills. So that's pretty darn good. We'll take it. Also, probably talk about the sidewalk program and our streets and much more. So write these dates down. You're going to want to tune in for sure. You know, we're going to be having several great community events that will be taking place throughout the year, not only here in Garden City, but our surrounding communities as well. And Mike will be talking about a few of them tonight. So remember, if your community has some great events coming up, get that information to us. So
Absolutely. We'd be glad to give you a shout out on it.
right, Mike has no problem sharing that with everybody. All you have to do is email it to us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com. And like I said, Mike would be more than happy to share that with our listeners. That's what we're here for. After all, it's here to promote your community and ours.
Amen.
All right, we invite you to be a part of the conversation here tonight. If you have any questions or comments for any of us, we'd love to hear from you. It's very easy. Just give us a call at 1-724-444-7444 and enter the call ID 82757 followed by the pound sign when you're prompted. Or you can join us in the chat room by going online to TalkShoe.com. Search for call ID 82757. That's going to take you right to our main show page, where you'll click on the large join in button. A window's going to open. Click sign in as a guest, and that's all there is to it. Once you're in the chat room, you can type your questions and comments at the bottom of the page, and you'll find our phone number and show ID there as well. If you'd like to text your questions to us, I know a lot of you do text. You can text to the number 734-788-9319. We look forward to hearing from you. Now, don't forget, all our shows are recorded, so you can catch us later at your convenience, which several of our listeners do by going on our main show page. Well, you'll find all 307 shows already. Holy cow. Seems like we just celebrated 300, you guys.
Yeah. We did, Kerry.
Yeah, we did. 7 weeks ago, to be exact. Yeah, they're all listed over there in order for you. You can listen, pick and choose whatever you want.
Well, we have a couple hundred people show up for that show.
Close to it, yeah. Close to it, yep.
Yeah.
So, hey, check those out. I think you'll enjoy them. The audio from tonight's show will be posted on our Facebook page at facebook.com/GCChat about 30 minutes or so after we sign off tonight, so please look for that as well. We are also doing a live unedited video of tonight's show, so you can put a face with the voice, and that will be available tomorrow on our YouTube channel. Hey, quit making faces at our viewers out there.
I'm just giving them my Cheshire cat imitation.
And that YouTube channel is at youtube.com/communitychatshow. Please watch for that, and while you're there, why not subscribe to our channel? That way you'll be notified when we post future shows. Just click on that little red subscribe button right below the video. We would appreciate it. All right, we're going to get Tom in here, our favorite weather guy, and
We got a lot to talk about today, I think.
yep, see about this weekend's weather. We got a holiday weekend and the rest of the week, and then we'll get into some of our topics for tonight. So let's get Tom in here. Okay, let's get a check on the weather with Doppler Tom, see what he has in store for the rest of this week and the weekend. Tom, what do you have for us? Well, I got to tell you, this weather is beautiful. I love it. And you've probably been pretty busy tracking all them storms, huh?
Hey, I love it too because that
And
humidity.
I started school this week too, so
Oh, yeah.
let's just say it's one busy week.
Yeah, how'd you do on your math test? Or seminar, or whatever
Oh
it
no,
was.
it wasn't a math test. It
Oh.
was a math seminar to refresh my memory for my new math class.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I just started math on Monday. So
Oh, that's a good idea.
very, very busy.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm always staying busy. But yeah, it's been very nice the last few days. That front moved through a few nights ago, and you know in the mornings when it's so cool and you get the dew and you get the fog that we're starting to get more into that fall season. But
And the grass is
like I said,
actually
Terry-
greener.
yeah, right. Like I said, though, in Michigan, nothing really lasts. and we're going to get a little bit more warmer as we get into next week. But like I said, it's not really going to last for long, but it is going to warm up a little bit, and I know that Richard's probably going to like that. But
Yeah.
as we get into the rest of tonight, we're going to continue to cool down. We're in the 60s right now, and we're probably going to end up in the mid-50s for overnight lows. So a nice cool night out there, and those skies will continue to clear out there. And as we get into Friday and Saturday and Sunday, the whole Labor Day weekend looks like it's going to be an outstanding Memorial Day weekend to be outdoors. A lot of sunshine, a lot of not a whole lot of clouds, which is great if you have anything to do outside with parties or
Football games.
being outside.
Football.
Yeah, that too as well. And temperatures aren't going to be very warm as well. We're going to probably be in the 70s to low 80s, so that's going to be picture perfect. I really don't have much more to say about the Labor Day weekend, but other than to just enjoy it, because usually we don't get some good weather during the holiday season. Sometimes it always messes up, but sometimes it works out pretty great, and it's going to be an outstanding 4-day weekend. So
Well, you're going to be everybody's favorite weather guy now this weekend.
I know I'm going to leave out the tip jar outside my house, and we'll see what happens.
There you go.
Yeah, they'll probably kick it out my window. But like I said, as we get into next week, past Labor Day, we get a little bit more of a change in the weather pattern, and it doesn't look like it's going to change too much, but it is going to get warmer. We're probably going to be in the 80s, and dare I say 90s, but
Ooh.
yeah, so it's going to get pretty warm next week, but
Richard will
it'll
like
be a
that.
very short-term warm-up. So as we get into late of next week, it will be back into the 80s and back into the 70s as we get to the latter part of as we get into the mid part of September. So I do believe, and I hopefully believe, but I do believe this is going to be the last big hurrah for summer as we get into the early part of September, because your climatology, you're just getting into a different sun angle, and you can't really get too much warmer as you get later in September and then to October. So, yes, if you like the heat, and I know some people do like the heat,
Oh, yeah.
you can't rain on their parade. There is going to be some heat next week, so enjoy it while it lasts, because it's going to be changing. And before you know it, Carrie, we'll see the snowflakes falling.
What?
Yeah.
and then it all goes downhill from there.
Yeah, right.
But
we
just
don't
wanted
have
to briefly,
wildfires.
note that
We
the
don't have
drought is
floods.
still ongoing.
We don't have hurricanes.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll get into that in a minute, but just wanted to briefly mention that the new drought monitor came out today, and it is helping all the recent rain. I mean, it is actually helping the lawns very much. They're much more greener. The plants love it, but you just get into a deficit, and you get so far into it that it takes so much to get out of it, and we're still in a deficit with the rain and with the drought. So it's going to take some time, but it isn't anything to worry about, in my opinion, severely. I don't really think that we're going to get into any bans of anything or any real big problems, but it's definitely something to note that we're still in a drought. But as we expand outward and talk about some of the bigger weather stories, like you said, the tropics have woken up. They've been sleeping for a while, and I did mention it on last week's show. I wasn't on the show live, but I did mention that the tropics were really going to start to wake up, and they definitely have.
Yeah.
And we do have some breaking news. I just got a new update from the National Hurricane Center at 8 o'clock, and we have a hurricane that's about to make landfall in Florida.
Oh, boy.
And,
Panhandle.
and it's a rapidly intensifying hurricane. Winds are now up to 80 miles an hour.
Is that Jaime, or what's it called? Hermine. Hermine, yeah.
That.
Okay.
And it's going to make landfall as we get into the next few hours and into overnight hours. And
Wow.
this is going to be a very, very long duration storm for Florida, and then it moves
Right up
across
the East Coast.
And there's so many threats with the hurricane, you can't even fathom. First, you get the rain, which is something that is just a gully washer of rain, and then you get the wind on top of it.
Yep,
and
the
then
surf.
With this storm in particular, you get tornadoes.
Yeah.
Because you're in the right front quadrant of a hurricane, and that's a very big problem right now. And like you said, one of the last biggest threats is storm surge. You can get so much water. Basically, what storm surge is you get water that gets pushed up by the hurricane from the winds onto land, and you can get a lot of severe coastal flooding, and that's
crazy.
going to be a very big threat
couldn't
across
live like that.
Florida because they have such a shallow continental shelf that all that water is going to get bashed into the coast of Florida. Especially the panhandle of Florida is under the biggest threat for coastal flooding. But yeah,
Wow.
a very busy night as we track this hurricane that's going to make landfall. And believe it or not, this is the first hurricane to hit Florida in 11 years.
Really?
Yeah, you really don't think about
Yeah,
how
that's
how
hard.
much
Hard
you
to believe.
really think that Florida has been missing these hurricanes.
Yeah.
After the 2005 season, which was one of the busiest hurricane seasons in the record book,
Mm-hmm.
it really kind of shut off in the hurricanes. And we really didn't see many in the United States. I mean, we saw Hurricane Sandy, but that didn't affect Florida directly. But some of the other
Yeah.
ones didn't really affect Florida. And this is the first one since
Yeah, that's true.
2005, and it was Hurricane Wilma that hit.
Oh, okay.
Florida. So I just wanted to briefly mention that.
Wow, been that long
Okay.
since Roma. Jeez, oh Pete, doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, and that was a very bad one as well.
Yeah, it
but
was.
This isn't going to be a catastrophic storm, but this is going to be a storm that you're going to lose power and you're going to get flooding, and it's going to definitely ruin a lot of plans if you have any outdoor plans, especially outdoor plans in
Yeah.
southeastern United States.
Really?
Southeastern United States, because this isn't going to just affect Florida. As it continues
Forget
to move
those.
northeastward, Georgia's going to get into it, and the Carolinas as well are going to get into it. It's not going to be a hurricane by the time it gets there, but it's still going to be a lot of wind and a lot of rain. And, of course, those tornadoes are going to continue as well because you just get that circulation and you can't get rid of that circulation. And as we get into the latter part of the weekend and into the Labor Day weekend, it's going to look like a very big question mark what's going to happen with this storm. Some of the models are pushing it into the Northeast, which is a very, very busy, very, very populated area,
Yeah.
and that will ruin a lot of Labor Day plans. But it's very early to say what's going to happen with this system, but it's definitely worth noting that we need to continue to track this system because the entire East Coast will see an impact from this hurricane, and it's going to affect the Labor Day weekend, particularly in the Northeast. Even if it doesn't hit directly in the Northeast, you're going to get the waves and the rip currents, which is an underlying threat, indirect threat that a lot of people don't think about. But nevertheless, it's something that we need to keep track of, and we are definitely keeping track of it. And, of course, you know me, I'll be up all night watching this hurricane and won't get any sleep, but that's
Right.
another story.
Yeah.
So,
You got
but
school
the good
tomorrow?
news is, like I said, it's not going to affect Michigan. So, like Mike said, we don't get hurricanes here,
Yeah.
but we have had some remnants of hurricanes make it up here. I remember some in my time, but luckily we don't get too much craziness. You can get some wind and definitely the rain, but
Yeah.
it just it doesn't happen here in Michigan. But luckily we do not have to deal with that because that's a whole nother weather that you do not want to deal with.
I'll tell you, we're pretty fortunate in Michigan, though, aren't we? We really are.
Yeah, you got to put up with a little bit of snow, but
Yeah.
what these other people
I
put
don't
up with,
complain because it
Never.
can be so much worse. You could deal with
Yeah.
Oh,
hurricanes.
yeah.
You can deal with wildfires that are continuing to go on in the
Earthquakes,
West. I don't even want to bring that up because
mudslides.
that's just
Yeah.
a story that's going to continue to develop for such a long, long time.
Yeah.
But other than that, Hawaii is also watching hurricanes.
Yeah.
yeah, they got
A hurricane that's
double
south
blast.
of Hawaii.
Yeah.
Luckily, it didn't make
They
a
got
direct landfall in Hawaii, but we're watching another hurricane, a double trouble, if you will, heading for Hawaii as well. So
Wow.
we're going to continue to watch Hawaii. A lot of people overlook Hawaii because it's not in the lower 48, but it's
Yeah.
still part of the United States, and it's still a paradise, even probably with a hurricane approaching. They're probably like,
Yeah.
oh, it's because, believe it or not, I have another fun fact for you. The Big Island of Hawaii, where Hilo's at,
Yeah.
has never, ever been directly impacted by a hurricane. There's never been a landfalling hurricane on that island.
Wow. That's
So
crazy.
that's how rare it is.
Yeah.
You had a Niki that came into the northern islands of Hawaii,
Uh-huh.
which is famous from Jurassic Park, where they got that storm scene. That's from that hurricane.
Yeah.
But other than that, they don't really deal with hurricanes much, and it's pretty rare to get hurricanes in Hawaii. So we'll continue to monitor that, but hopefully all these hurricanes are going to miss Hawaii. I don't really see any direct impacts, but I do see a lot of indirect impacts, like I said, with the waves, and they can definitely get the rain as well. But other than that, that's a lot of the biggest weather stories. I have one more story to talk about, and it's kind of a space story. You probably saw
Yep.
this on the news,
Yep.
but NASA retired the space program. So another agency started a space program. It's called SpaceX, and they have been so many tests and so many, a lot of studies and a lot of stuff to try to get the space program back into where it was, back into the mid-'90s and early 2000s before they retired it. And unfortunately today there was a big setback in that quest because they were trying to launch a unmanned rocket into orbit, and unfortunately it exploded
Yeah.
at Canaveral, Florida. And
But it did
they
have a
lost all that
payload.
stuff inside of it. They had a lot of very expensive satellites
Yep.
and all sorts of stuff in there. So I just wanted to mention that the quest for space continues. It's a very, very, very hard thing to get into space, and that quest will continue. But unfortunately, we had a pretty big setback, and these happened in NASA, unfortunately, and unfortunately they cost lives as well. So it can be very dangerous to do in space, but they'll continue at it, and I just wanted to briefly mention that.
Okay.
If you want to keep tuned to our local weather information, all this cool weather, a little bit of a warm-up, some rain here and there, just go to my website, DopplerTimesWeather.com.
Yes, sir. Will do.
The nice thing, Kerry, is that even with Michigan's winters,
Your mic on?
even with Michigan's winters, I have my snowblower out, but I don't have to abandon my house because of rising water
Right.
or approaching fires.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't even imagine it.
I'll
I couldn't even imagine
I'll
that.
deal with our stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we're
All you gotta
very
do is
fortunate.
turn on the TV and crank up the electric blanket, and you could be good for the night.
Yeah, hey,
That's right.
take a couple months off. What the heck?
Yeah, what the hell? Let the bills pile up.
Just make sure we're stocked up with with food and
Yeah, all the goodies.
all the goodies. All right, thank you,
Well, you
Tom.
go before the storm. You got to listen to me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we do. We
Yeah.
get fair warning from you, and then we go and do our thing.
You always got to listen to the warnings, and especially the National Hurricane Center. They issued this hurricane watch 3 days before it even formed, this storm. So they
Wow.
were on top of this storm.
Yeah,
so if
that-
they didn't listen, it's their own fault.
Exactly. Yeah, they give them fair warning. And I guess they even have more technology on its way to where they can even give you sooner announcements on stuff, that's coming. It's crazy.
Technology's just growing every day, but
Yeah.
hopefully the public will begin to adapt to it, because right now there's a lot of people that ignore the weather, and it kind of bothers me because we give so much warning, we work so hard for it, and yet people
Yeah.
don't listen to us.
Yeah.
On TV tonight, they had a couple that said that's one of those islands off of.
They'll ride it out or some
Yeah,
shit.
they said it's too much trouble
Yeah.
to pack up and move,
Boarding the house
so
up.
they're just gonna ride it out.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, suit yourself. Let's see how that works out for you.
And then they'll call 911, and then they'll want to be rescued, and then we'll ignore them. Of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you're going to affect other people's lives.
Yeah. Or, they'll drive through the water,
right.
and float away. And they have to be.
They'll
Jeez.
float away into the Gulf of Mexico.
Right. Exactly. Jeez. People need to wake up. You're right. They really do. They need to start paying more attention to the weather because it's ever changing and it's so extreme
You
anymore.
know me. I talk about the weather every single night, and it feels like I never have a dull moment.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Don't let me get worked up. I'm going to end it on that.
Okay. All right. Any of these topics you want to jump in on, be my guest. First thing I want to talk about is because this was such a huge and popular event last year. It's the Spooktacular Trunk or Treat. And I got to tell you, it was our first year last year. We had close to approximately 1,500 people that went through the line. Wow. We had over 45 trunks. And we had our meeting for the second one, the events committee meeting. And the GCBA and the DDA once again are teaming up to host this event. And if you didn't attend last year's, I'm telling you, you're going to want to come out and do it this year because it's just amazing. Like I said, last year we had 45 trunks, approximately 1,500 people go through the line. This year, a little something different. We're going to be asking people who attend, because it's a free event, we're going to be asking people if they would please consider donating non-perishable or canned food items for the Garden City Home Pantry.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
So I think, and there's going to be a collection area made available for them. And so bring your donations and come and have a good time. Won't cost you anything but a can of food or something, you know?
Plan on arriving early because there's a long line
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have it laid out a little bit different too this year, and hopefully it's going to flow a little better, the line. So,
Good.
but yeah.
Yeah, you learn.
Now, I was telling you earlier, about 4 hours ago, I put the events page up on Facebook. There is an events page. You can search for that. There's more information on that. And we're already up to, I just checked, well, let me give you the latest. We're already up to 172 people attending, 442 interested. So, and that's just in 4 hours. And this isn't until Thursday, October 27th. It's going to start at 5:30. It's going to run till 7 p.m. Now, this is a weather permitting event, and you must be in line by 7 p.m. The cutoff is 7 p.m. sharp. We can't go any further past that because it starts getting dark. It's also a school night for the kids, so we want to make sure to get as many people in there.
There were a lot of people in line. It's still at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
So
we'll get them through.
Yeah.
Now we are looking for trunks for this event. If you're interested in decorating a trunk and handing out candy, give us a call at, our chairperson's Elaine, and you can call her at 734-502-2046 or email her at esalter, S-A-L-T-E-R, 1125 at yahoo.com. Now, if you participate and you decorate your trunk and pass out candy, etc., you'll be able to enter at 4 p.m. for setup. So that gives you plenty of time to get your car all set up and get organized. This is a great opportunity for businesses to get involved in the community and showcase and promote their business. With close to 1,500 people last year, that's a whole lot of potential customers.
Wow.
So you're going to want to, get some coupons, some candy, whatever.
They were coming from far and near.
Yeah, they came from as far as Warren and I think Detroit.
Did you have somebody from Ohio?
I think Ohio, yeah. Somebody from Ohio came. I mean, it was amazing.
Maybe Windsor? I don't know.
Yeah. Could be Canada. Yeah, we had a couple people that were interested, I know. Now, if you can't do a trunk this year, we will gladly accept donations of candy for the event. So if you're a business or organization, you'd like to make a donation, we will recognize you on any advertising that we do, flyers, and newspaper, social media, etc. So that would be our thank you to you. If you're on Facebook, like I said, there is an event page under Spooktacular Trunk or Treat 2016 where you can get more information. So please consider doing a trunk for the event. If you're not sure to, be sure to share this. Bring your kids, your grandkids, your neighbors' kids. It's a great event. Oh, and did I mention we're going to be having the stormtroopers there? They were there last year, as well as the Garden City Fire Department's going to be there with their fire trucks and all kinds of Halloween goodies. So,
what night did you say that was going to be?
October 27th, a Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, 5:30. All right. Yeah, we won't be doing a show, by the way, that night. Let me put that out there now. I'll probably run a rerun or something again. But, I got to be there for that one, that's for sure.
Don't know if my kids are in Westland or if they're in Grosse Ile that night.
Yeah, if they're in Westland, man, bring them. They'll have a blast.
Let's see. They were here on the 1st, the 5th.
So that's a big event. Okay, let's talk about something else. How about this special donation that the Garden City Fire Department received? You want to talk about that a little bit? You got the article there, I think.
Well,
Gordon Chevrolet, our good friends.
Another example of Gordon Chevrolet, one of the best community support partners Garden City could have.
I'm telling you, they're awesome.
Put on this fundraiser. They were able to raise about $800 to donate to the fire department to make improvements at the station. They just keep stepping up to the plate time and time again. We can't say enough good about Gordon Chevrolet.
Right. What it is the auto dealer on Ford Road asks their customers to be a hero and support heroes. It was called Support Our Heroes Cruise for a Cause. Excuse me. And that was on August 25th. Those that answered the call were treated to hamburgers, hot dogs, brats, apple pie, and other sweets, as well as face painting and an up-close look at the fire truck. Gordon Chevrolet themselves donated $500, and the customers threw in another $300. So the Garden City Fire Department made out with a $800 donation, which is always well needed and well deserved. Well deserved, because those guys do a great job.
Yeah.
But we can't thank Gordon Chevrolet enough, and their customer relations spokesperson Sherry Barber. They're just awesome people over there, and they're actually members of the Garden City Business Alliance, and we're very proud to have them on board with us. So that was a nice little gift for the fire department. Mm-hmm. Can't beat that. All right. Also, I wanted to talk about Michigan Wolverines open this Saturday.
Yeah, this could be a real cliffhanger. Last we heard, they're only favored by 44 points.
Yeah, right. Yeah, playing Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you can never underestimate these two. We've been surprised before, haven't we?
It's hard to beat a team by 44 points.
It is. But,
you get up 4 touchdowns or something like that, and you start playing your second string and your third string and your fourth string.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. I've seen it happen before on these home openers where you think it's a breeze and you're very disappointed.
We had a lot of people that thought Appalachian State was going to be a breeze. I was not one of them. I knew they'd had a great record in the lower level college things the year before. They'd won the national championship, and they handed us our lunch. It was a close game, but they handed us our lunch.
Yeah, I remember that. Mm-hmm. That was embarrassing.
Yeah.
It really, really was. And that really hurt them too,
Yeah.
They didn't, it took them a while to recover from that, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Also, we got a new head football coach of the Garden City Cougars, and his name is Jim Baker. And guess what? On his debut game, they came through and they won 27-20. They got a
who they played? Livonia Franklin or who?
No, Flint. Kersley.
Oh, okay.
And
not exactly a neighborhood school.
No, but I guess they dominated throughout the first 3 quarters, and then the Cougars came back in the fourth quarter with 2 touchdowns to post a 27-20 victory.
Fantastic.
Giving him his first win as head coach for the Cougars. So, hey, congrats to him and to the team. And also congrats that we just found out that Channel 7, they're going to be the game of the week, Garden City against Romulus.
Fantastic.
So tomorrow night, Channel 7 WXYZ will be at the game, and they'll probably do some interviews, and maybe Mr. Coach Baker will be interviewed. So that would be cool. Yeah, we are actually losing in that voting, and I guess they really came on strong right towards the end, just before they closed the polls. So good to see. We need some good stuff in Garden City. A lot of good stuff going on.
The more the merrier.
The more the merrier. What else you got over there in the paper? Anything interesting? I see you brought that with you.
Not particularly. They got an article about I-275 northbound opening up again, and that's going to be a relief for those of us who have to travel that direction periodically.
I kind of have some reserved thoughts about that. Here they are, way ahead of schedule, I guess, opening.
Yeah.
So does that mean, did they do a half-assed job to rush through, to get their bonus? Is it going to last 5 years or going to last 25 years? Are we going to hold their feet to the fire this time? We got a warranty.
I have no idea about that. We certainly talked about it with Senator Knisik a number of times about warranties on these road things that they would last and so forth. They need to do something. They might have gotten ahead of schedule because, as you probably noticed, we didn't have a lot of bad weather this summer.
No.
They could work as long as you didn't mind 90 degrees.
Right.
Day after day after day.
Yeah. Hey, I see they're finally working on the parking lot at the high school, too. They were really going to town over there. I mean, they only got, a week?
I think they opened it about 4 days or so.
when I went by there a couple days ago, they were laying down the bed, I guess, and leveling it out, and
it's ridiculous what they've had to go through and how Wayne County has just stymied them on making progress on this thing. They put in their applications, they hear nothing, and apparently it didn't just Garden City. There was one of the Livonia schools that doesn't expect to have their parking lot done in time for school to start. It's just Wayne County government hasn't been as efficient as it could be on this issue.
Yeah, you're right.
I think they talked to our commissioner to finally get somebody to do something.
Yeah, you're talking about Cherry Hill, too, or not? Or
well,
what? I mean, nothing's been done there. No barrels are even out.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the holdup?
I don't know. I don't think they planned on doing it before September, October anyway.
Yeah.
But it'd be nice to see some signs that they were at least thinking about it.
Well, there's another case of they're going to be rushing through this and do, half-ass job again. I don't know. Let's hope not. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Also, I wanted to mention that there's going to be a new 7-week Garden City Harvest Market beginning in September.
Yeah, this could be.
This is
could
totally
be the forerunner of a farmers market returning.
Right. It's totally different. It's separate from the farmers market, but there is still talk that the farmers market could be over at the city park. We haven't heard any more on that, but I guess talks are in the works. But you got some information there that you're going to be talking about a little bit later, about the harvest market. But it's going to start September 16th, and you'll have all that information. So the DDA is
if this is a
involved.
Success, we might have a better chance of bringing back the farmers market.
Right.
Which a lot of people, I think, would really appreciate.
Yeah. Just don't know, if it's going to be over by Kroger's or if it's going to be in the park. Yeah. I hear a lot of people would like it in the park, better setting, better venue, but who knows? That's beyond our powers.
Yeah.
That'd be, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, that's going to be interesting. Something going on in September other than my birthday.
And my wife's birthday.
And your wife's birthday. Yeah. And who else?
My two brothers.
Your two brothers' birthday.
Yeah.
Jeez, Pete. All right. I think that's all I got as far as topics. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about? Anything you wanted to bring up?
No, not particularly.
Kiwanis went good. We had a Kiwanis meeting today. You had 30-some.
Yeah, we had 35 people at the Kiwanis meeting. And
let's give Kiwanis a shout out. I mean, what the heck? We're Kiwanians.
We did get a report from the casino bus trip, which we've been talking about on the show.
Oh, yeah.
It took place.
Yeah.
And I understand that from the person that made the report that Jerry said they raised about $1,000 for Kiwanis.
Oh, my gosh. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I think that's
awesome.
I think that's mostly on 50-50 raffles on the way down and way back. And he gives away, well, it's not just 50-50 because he gives away a party animal travel packet too. To whoever wins these things. So it's.
Was anything mentioned about the trunk or treat at Kiwanis today? Because Pat said that she's going to work on getting Kiwanis to be represented at the trunk or treat.
Pat wasn't there, and no, I don't believe anything was mentioned about trunk or treat.
Okay. Last year they did have a trunk.
If you want to give me a little blurb, I'll try to remember to take that to each meeting, and I'll mention it.
Okay, yeah. I can. You do email, right? You do email.
Yeah.
Write your email down. Is that on there?
No, I mean, this is
okay.
That's my email.
Okay.
I get your weekly notices.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let me have that, and then I'll. Oh, I have your email.
Yeah.
And I will email you something about it, and you can mention it.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Anyone
interested?
I don't tweet. I don't.
Yeah, I know. You don't text. You don't tweet. You do answer your phone once in a while.
Once in a while. If the message thing isn't full.
The age of technology, eh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we'll move on here. We might as well get Joey and Holly in here, right? Let's get that in, see what they have to say. And then we'll save some time for you and your community announcements.
We got a few.
Okay, let's get Joey and Holly in here.
This is Gardening in 2 Minutes. As we get into the middle to late portions of summer, as produce rolls out of our garden, it's time to preserve it. One way we do it here at the Wisconsin Vegetable Gardens is we can it, pressure can, as well as water bath. But whether you do either one, you may run across a problem that we recently had was we water bathed our produce, but one of the jars did not seal. And there's a couple of factors of why this may happen to you.
When your jar doesn't seal, it is a little bit frustrating because you did work hard to make that happen, but it's okay. You can always reprocess it to seal it again. Sometimes things will get under the lid, so make sure when you are working on your jars that you wipe off the rim before you put them into the canner, before you put the lid on. Another thing is to check your rims of your jars. If there's a small crack or a little divot in your rim, it's not going to seal properly either.
Does it matter what type of size jar you're using, whether it's wide mouth or regular mouth?
No, that doesn't make a difference. Either one can not seal. It's just kind of how things happen. So you want to keep in mind that it does happen. It's not the end of the world. If you don't want to reprocess it, you can definitely eat it. Or if it's something like pasta sauce or something that you could freeze, you can always put it in a freezer bag and freeze it for when you want to use it. Another problem may be the jar has lost a lot of liquid during processing. Why is that happening? Sometimes that just happens. Sometimes if you don't finger tighten your lids on enough, you don't want to over tighten them, but you also don't want to finger tighten them, so some of the liquid could get lost in that time. For more information on canning, specific and correct canning procedures, our weekly video productions, as well as our free downloadable digital quarterly magazines, you can find all that information at thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com. A gardener for all gardeners. For Gardening in 2 Minutes, I'm Joey Baird. I'm Holly Baird.
All right. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it's important. You know, you got to do that canning right, because that could be lethal, boy, if you get some spoiled food in there.
Right.
All right. We want to remind all residents that the next regular city council meeting will be held on Monday, September the 12th at 7 p.m. in the council chambers. Their meetings have been going like 30 minutes. They've been in and out of there. So I watch it now. I haven't
been to the last two because I've been working down at the ballpark the last two meetings.
Yeah. The chamber is located at 6,000 Middlebelt Road, and they urge all residents to attend. Let's see. I guess we're ready for Mike. I know he's waiting to start doing his singing. Got your voice ready? Need a drink of water?
Yeah, wait.
Take a sip. Take a sip.
Okay. me.
Okay, here we go.
Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. Yes, that'll be the day.
Okay, it's
when
time
you
for
make
some
me cry.
community
You say you're gonna
So let's
leave.
get Mike in here.
You know
Mike,
it's a lie,
ready.
'cause that'll be the day when I die.
All right. I know everybody looks forward to that every week. I know Mike sure does. Wait a minute. We just lost a few listeners.
Yeah, I was going to say it might be a group of two that look forward to it.
Oh, we have fun though, right?
Yes,
we do. That's the name of the game. All right, Mike, it's all yours.
Okay, first one we're going to mention is the Garden City Harvest Market, which you talked briefly about, combined with a cruise and car show. No registration required. Show up and show off. It's going to be on Friday, September 16th from 3 to 7, northeast corner of Ford and Middlebelt at the Garden City Town Center Plaza. Bring us your classics, hot rods, motorcycles, and cool rides. Come join the Garden City DDA for the opening of their first annual Harvest Market. Enjoy hot food, cool drinks, music, and shopping. Not to mention people drooling over your cool ride. Spread the word and come hang with us. And you said this is going to go on for like 7 weeks?
Yeah, 7 weeks.
And so hopefully, as we said, that this could be the precursor, if it's successful, of bringing back a farmer's market next year.
Oh, and I just wanted to mention that one of the girls that's running that, Michelle Nixon, contacted me today and asked me if I would mind being a judge for the apple pie contest.
That's a tough one.
I said, twist my arm. Okay, I will. I said, are you kidding? Absolutely.
Any other pies you want, Judge?
so that's, September 23rd. I'll be doing that. So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, our next one is T-shirts are available now at City Hall and Maplewood Center. Garden City T-shirts to support the Santaland Parade.
Yeah, those are pretty sharp.
Only $20. Yeah, President James had one on today at the Kiwanis meeting, and I understand that they are going fast.
Yeah. Did he have the green or black?
He had the black.
Yeah, I like the green. The green looks nice.
Yeah. Yeah,
They both look good.
Yeah, the whole design looks great.
Yeah.
I
got to get me one.
Yeah, I
Cheryl
got to give you
wants
one too.
Yeah. You can go online though and order them through.
Yeah, you don't
in
have
corporate.
But you can, as I say, City Hall or Maplewood
Yeah.
Center, or go online. Mm-hmm. Okay, here's a familiar one. Volunteer help is still needed for Meals on Wheels and for the thrift shop. Please apply at the Maplewood Center, 31735 Maplewood Street, Garden City, or call 734-793-1850 for more information. Hours are Monday through Friday at 8:45 to 9 p.m. and Saturday 8:45 to 5 p.m. Used books will be available at the Garden City Lucky Squirrel Arts and Craft Flea Market on September 17th from 10 to 3, located at the northeast corner of Ford and Middlebelt. The Lego Club. Join the Garden City Public Library Lego Club in our brand new time. Kids ages 5 and up can join us at the library on Monday, September 12th, my wife's birthday, from 3:30 to 5:30. She's more than 5 years old, so that she qualifies to make their own Lego masterpieces. Legos will be provided. We will also have Lego books for you to look at or check out to spark your imagination. No registration is necessary. Just drop in. The Friends of the Library has a used book sale on Monday and Tuesday, October 17th, 18th, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Books by the bag will be held on Wednesday, October 19th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. If you're interested in volunteering, please sign up at the library. Garden City Public Library is your place for books, DVDs, CDs, audiobooks, magazines, computer access, and free Wi-Fi. Yeah, my wife and I typically donate about 20 or 30 audiobooks every couple of months after we've listened to them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
If
somebody can use them.
Yeah. My older daughter appreciates us donating them because our bibliography now numbers over 2,600, and she didn't want us to die and her have to clean those out.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So we've gotten rid of a lot of them, and
you'll have to will them to the library. That happens.
Passed a lot of them along to the library recently.
Well, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
They always
Throughout the year,
it.
we offer a variety of free programs for all ages. Garden City Public Library provides access to ebooks via Overdrive and e-magazines via Zinio. Using your Garden City Public Library card, you will have access to these services from anywhere at any time. For questions about the library, please feel free to call 734-793-1830.
And I'll tell you, that library may be small, but it's mighty.
Yeah.
They do a lot of stuff over there. Fantastic job.
I would love to
The
see
whole crew.
It might be 5 years, whatever, down the road, them into their own
building
bigger, with a lot more space, because
they deserve it, and
they would make great use of it. Yeah.
Oh, they would fill it. Yeah.
They've got a location, but it's a lot of money to build a building.
I know they're going to have to get a grant or win the lotto or something.
Yeah.
For sure.
Senior Day at the Zoo, Wednesday, September 7th, 10 a.m., Detroit Zoo, which is located in Royal Oak, 8450 West 10 Mile Road.
Mm-hmm.
All adults 62 and older and any accompanying caregivers get free admission and parking.
Yeah, I got to put that on the Commission on Aging Facebook page. I got that from Sharon the other day. So.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, nice event.
We haven't been out to the zoo for a couple of years, and we definitely would qualify for Senior Day.
Oh, yeah.
Join us for a day of fun at the Detroit Zoo. Enjoy live entertainment, free bingo, and a senior resource area.
Wow.
Silver Sneakers Fitness will present a scavenger hunt walk with prizes. Representatives will be available to answer questions about Silver Sneakers and help you find your closest participating fitness location. You may also ride the tram around the zoo.
Oh, that's what I do. I like that.
Yeah, ride that tram, just wave at the giraffes.
Right. Exactly.
Hey, we are in luck. We have the new September through November Garden City Public Library newsletter.
Yeah, and we sure can't go through all of that, but we'll mention a few of them.
They got stuff going every day of the week for all ages. Just a couple here highlighted. Preschool story times are going to take place on Wednesdays, 9/7, 9/14, 9/21, I guess all of September, all of October, and all of November on Wednesdays.
Wow.
Ages 0 to 5 enjoy stories, songs, and a craft. Afternoon Explorers. Explore a STEM topic with books, crafts, and games. Registration required. This is going to take place on September 19th, October 17th, and November 14th from 3:30 to 4:30.
Mm-hmm.
STEM is the science, technology, mathematics, engineering.
Yep.
So there's.
Yep.
This is an area.
Yeah, for those that didn't know what that is.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. This is an area where we need to turn kids on to because it's going to be a huge part of the future. And,
It is. Yeah.
And the more people we can get going into it, the better.
Yep.
And
Going to need them.
a couple of adult programs, one-on-one computer help, Tuesdays from 2 to 3:30 by appointment. The adult service librarian, Lisa, will be available to provide computer help to dedicated 25-minute sessions. Call to check availability and book your slot. And a Stress Buster adult coloring night. This is on Tuesdays, I believe, 9, 6, and 20, October 4th and 18th, November 1st and 22nd, from 6 to 7:30. Drop in and color your cares away with the newest trend in
That
adult
has
programming.
gotten so popular.
I can't believe it.
I
Yeah.
can't either.
Yeah. You know, I retired my crayons in first grade, you know. Bring your own supplies or use ours. New
Yeah.
coloring sheets provided for each program, ages 14 and up.
I think Cheryl said she's going to go over there and check it out, try it one night.
That'd be neat.
See how calming it is.
Friends of the Library, membership is open to all of you with a suggested donation of $5 per year. Membership forms are available at the library and at the library's website. Quarterly meetings are held at the library. All proceeds from the Friends of the Library sale benefit the library and support programming. So that's just a few of the things, but you can get a copy of the newsletter and see what interests you, because as I say, they have something going like every night of the
Yeah,
week.
yeah. Or just go to their website and you can
Yeah.
sign up for it, or
Yeah.
see they have a calendar of events over there and
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter
Yep.
at Garden City Mish Lib, and Instagram at Garden City Mish Lib, L-I-B.
Yep.
So there's many ways to get access to this information.
Oh, yes, there is. Many.
Besides having me read 27 activities on community chat every week. The Garden City Elementary PTA is looking for sponsors. Garden City Elementary PTA is a proud advocate for Garden City students. One of the ways we do this is by hosting free events for our elementary students that involve community participation. This will be our holding a Color Fun Run Walk and are seeking color station sponsors and refreshment sponsors for $100. The event will take place on September 24th at the Garden City Middle School track. Hey, we have another member joining us for the chat program, Zoe the dog.
Zoe.
Your business name will be displayed at the color or refreshment station. If any member of your business would like to be present on the day of the event, you can participate by throwing the colored dye
Yeah.
at the runners.
Yeah.
Hey, this seems like a good way to relieve stress.
Oh, yeah, I bet it is.
And walkers or distribute refreshments.
I'm telling you, they all look tie-dyed when they're done.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Please note that volunteering at this event is not required as a condition of your donation.
Right.
We're hoping that you'll be willing to sponsor a station at our Cool Fun Run Walk.
Yep.
Our success depends on the generosity of businesses and people like you. Email Jamie Beccasio at Jamie, Jime 2195 at gmail.com.
Yeah, that's a fun event for
Yeah.
the kids and family.
Outdoor Fleet and Food Market. Still got a couple of dates left, and second and third Saturday of the month.
Yep.
Runs from June through September, so we still got the September dates. Located at the Straight Farmhouse, Garden City Historical Museum, Merriman Road, north side of north of Ford Road on the west side of Merriman. They have something for everyone: toys, antiques, collectibles, jewelry, household items, man cave, signs, and much more. Question or directions, contact Straight Farmhouse at 734-838-0650. These two flea markets, of course, are weather permitting. So if we got an all-day rain, then it's not going to take place.
Exactly.
So turn into Tom, and he'll tell you.
Yep.
They do looking for vendors. Setup begins at $8, $15 for 10 by 10 space, no advance reservations. Payable the day of the market, so you can wait and see that, hey, the weather's good. It'd be worth going down there. All proceeds go to the museum. Logical restrictions: no weapons, no offensive pictures or literature, no food or beverage sales. For information, call Diane at 734-765-7999. The Lucky Squirrel. We have a Saturday, September 17th, arts, crafts, and antiques and more in the Kroger parking lot on the northeast corner of Ford and Middlebelt. Downtown Garden City's 2016 Chili Cook-Off, Motorcycle and Hot Rod Show, Saturday, October 8th, from 12 to 5. Hot chili, cold beer, live music, hot rods, motorcycles, petting zoo, wagon rides, miniature golf, face painting, arts and craft vendors, and food trucks located at the northeast corner of Ford and Middlebelt Road. Parking will be available at the Garden City High School. I think the parking lot will finally be done.
Yeah.
With shuttle service available until 5 p.m. Proceeds benefit the Garden City Goodfellows United Needy Family, the Straight Farmhouse, and our home food pantry. For more information, go to their website, www.downtowngardencity.com, or call 734-261-2830. Fun for the whole family.
Yep.
This is becoming a bigger and bigger event every year.
Yep. Because of what's going on after, too.
Yeah. There will be...
They've extended it.
There will be literally hundreds of people there.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
Yeah. And afterwards, it's not over. It's not even time to go home yet.
No.
Go to the Afterburn, Saturday, October 8th, from 5 to 9, immediately following the Chili Cook-Off, featuring Bonnie and the Working Girls.
Yep.
If you were available at the Music in the Park or the Autos for Autism, you got to hear these performers. They're very good.
Very good.
Sponsored by the Garden City Business Alliance, www.gardencitybusinessalliance.org. And that's all I have for tonight, Gary.
That's it?
Yep.
That's enough, huh? Yeah. That killed some time.
2 minutes to 9. Just enough time to wrap up.
Perfect. All right, I just want to mention that maybe you've considered, wanting to come on the show and be a guest. Hey,
yeah,
it's easy. We'd love to have you. All you have to do is just send us an email at gccommunitychat@gmail.com. Just let us know who you are and what you want to talk about. It's no problem. We'll shoot you some available dates, and that's all there is to it. Maybe you own a business or belong to an organization. You'd like to share your information with us in the surrounding communities. If so, this is the forum for you. Once again, email us right now at gccommunitychat@gmail.com or give us a call at 734-788-9319. We look forward to hearing from you. All right, are you a business owner, resident, or community advocate interested in serving the business community or just the community in general? If so, the Garden City Business Alliance is looking for you. Becoming a member is very easy. Just visit their website at gardencitybusinessalliance.org and fill out the contact page, or give them a call at 734-788-9319 for more information. Also, visit their Facebook page at facebook.com/Garden City Business Alliance. So why not consider joining the GCBA and be a part of moving our business community forward? Or better yet, why not come to their next membership meeting, which is September the 9th, 9 a.m. at the Straight Farmhouse in the Grand Parlor. If you've never been there, you might want to check that out as well. 6221 Merriman Road, just north of Ford Road. We thank GCBA member Mark Hammer and all the folks over there for hosting our morning meetings for us. We really appreciate it. So we hope you'll be able to attend, and we'd love to meet you and hope that you'll consider becoming a member of the GCBA. Okay, before we sign off tonight, please jot these phone numbers down if you would. If you want to volunteer for any of the DDA or GCBA events, first the DDA, give them a call, Kim or Teresa at 734-261-2830. The DDA office is located at 29213 Ford Road. And once again, if you'd like to become a member of the GCBA or volunteer for any of their upcoming events, and there's a lot of them coming up, 734-788-9319 is the number. Contact them through the website also at GardenCityBusinessAlliance.org. Both the GCBA and DDA are working hard on events and dates right now, and we're always looking for volunteers. Please contact them today. Well, I think we're ready to call this a podcast. I want to thank my co-hosts, Tom and Mike. Great job as always, guys. Also, thanks to Joy and Holly, and thanks to our listeners in the chat room tonight. Also to those that will be listening and downloading the show later, and to those that will be watching the show on our YouTube channel. We really appreciate your support every week. Remember, the audio from tonight's show will be made available on our Facebook page at facebook.com/GCChat shortly after we sign off tonight. And also on our main show page at TalkShoe.com. Call ID 82757. Just search for that number. And look for the video of tonight's show sometime tomorrow on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/CommunityChatShow. And if you like the show, don't forget to subscribe. Just click on that little red subscribe button right below the video. All right, remember, the success of a community depends on the community, so please support your local businesses. And if you see something, say something. You got to look out for one another out there, right, Mike?
Absolutely.
You got anything else you wanted to mention before we sign off?
No, it's just there's a lot of good things happening in Garden City, and we can be very proud of the city, the workers, the police, the fire, DPS, et cetera.
Volunteers, all the hundreds of volunteers.
Great job, that volunteer thing with over 300 people recognized.
Yeah, that was awesome.
The other night, it's just super.
It is. It's a great place to call home.
It's a great place to call home. It's easy to get involved and feel like you're part of a group that really appreciates you being there and what you do for them.
Yep, and cares about you for sure.
Absolutely.
For all your weather information, make sure you head on over to our favorite weather guy's website, DopperTomsWeather.com. It's a great website, very user-friendly, a lot of information. So on behalf of Tom, Mike, Holly, and Joey, this is Carrie saying take care and see you next week, September 8th, when our guest will be Dearborn Heights Councilwoman Lisa Hicks Clayton, right here on TalkShoe.com, show ID 82757. Be safe and have a great night.
What do you want to bet that show won't end by 9 o'clock? Lisa Hicks Clayton.
Call recording has been completed.
All right, see you guys on our video channel. Take care. See you next week. Bye-bye.